Mike Pompeo, the CIA director, according to his remarks, or some excerpts of them that we've gotten, he says, quote, Russia continues to act aggressively, enabled by years of soft policy towards that aggression. That's now over. Our diplomatic efforts with Russia will prove challenging, but as in previous confrontations with Moscow, must continue. He also answers charges that he's a war hawk. He says, quote, there are few who dread war more than those of us who have served in uniform. I would prefer achieving the president's foreign policy goals with unrelenting diplomacy rather than by sending young men and women to war. There's also an assumption in Washington that the selection of Mike Pompeo to the Secretary of State's role means the end of the Iran nuclear deal, but he will, according to his prepared remarks, says he's willing to work with the European partners to try to change Iran policy enough to keep President Trump in the deal. We also expect a large conversation today on Syria as the United States and allies are continuing to coordinate about a potential response to the suspected use of chemical weapons there. The French President Emmanuel Macron just says that the French, quote, have the proof that Syria used chemical weapons. And now the Russian government is saying that the Syrian government has full control of that area where that suspected chemical weapons use was, Bill.
Rich, can Democrats block his nomination?
The way that the math works on this committee right now is that you have Senator Rand Paul, a Republican. He's saying he's not going to vote for Mike Pompeo. So there are enough votes, if Democrats can stick together, to hold up his nomination or at least not get it through this committee. However, there are 15 Democrats in the entire Senate that voted for Mike Pompeo as CIA director. 2 of them are sitting on this committee right now. So there's a hope among a number of Republicans that they can get those 2 senators. That's Tim Kaine of Virginia and Senator Jeanne Shaheen. So that effort will continue, though Democrats say that they are going to continue asking and pushing on Trump foreign policy in this series of hearings or in today's hearing, and will also try to get at whether, according to one Senate aide, whether Mike Pompeo is going to be a check on President Trump, or as this one aide said, feed into his worst instincts as president. So you're going to get a full conversation on Trump foreign policy and what Mike Pompeo has in his past in Congress and as CIA director.